Hey guys, this is Untitled here for the 20th episode of The Ranking Show, where on this episode, there were a couple smaller events, including a Arcadian, I believe, in Chicago that I feel bad and I want to at least shout out now. It wasn't this Arcadian. I was scrolling through this and I couldn't find the event on When's Melee, but it was an Arcadian that they asked me to shout out in when last week's video was going to be When's Melee, but everyone responded to me for my interviews for Dreamhack Atlanta, so keeping on that theme, can I do that and give you that little shout out there? We're going to mainly focus on Dreamhack this weekend with Faceroll. I think historically, I can't pull a peek of fact off the top of my head. You're going to have to ask her for that. But Faceroll 6-0ing Mewtwo King, and after going down 0-2 the Spark, sweeping through losers, absolutely incredible. The game against None was disgusting, but Faceroll double sweeping Mewtwo King and winning Dreamhack, a decently stacked event and a pretty damn good way to end off his season. So what we're going to focus on mainly this weekend, first off, we're just kind of go through the bracket, see who's the biggest winner and loser of the tournament. Then we're going to focus on how this tournament affects Faceroll and Mewtwo King. Mewtwo King only has 4 events for the year, so we're going to see how much his 2 losses to Faceroll and his other wins should weigh into that, and how good Faceroll is looking. So, damn, that was a good intro. I still got it, baby. Calvar losing to... So, Faceroll the new god. Hey, Happy Gate, how you doing? Hi-Fi, I do not know off the top of my head. Oh, let me get this set up real quick. Hi-Fi is a Puff main from North Carolina. So almost beat... Yeah, that was wild. And Faceroll was saying in the Melee Stats Discord, Hi-Fi also beat Magi. Dude, great tournament for Hi-Fi. Does Hi-Fi have any other wins? So they're a Puff from North Carolina, second on the North Carolina PR. Yeah, I forget. Someone DM'd me on Twitter, too, about another region having a pretty decent run at the event. But that's super dope. Babbage, I don't know who Babbage is either, but apparently Hi-Fi's coming out. Has Hi-Fi done anything else? I guess that would be a Wikipedia to see if Hi-Fi's done anything else this year. I can't imagine his, yeah. That's still a really good tournament. Puff's showing out. Oh, but what I was saying on what Faceroll said in the Melee Stats Discord is that if Mewtwo King would have potentially brought out Marth against him, because he was looking super shaky against Calvar, who Calvar was looking very shaky in himself. What was the set? Oh, the Cold Ball set. Like, he won that set and lost that set so many times throughout it. But he ended up winning, so that's kind of all that really matters. But losing to... It's surprising. I guess he's been practicing a lot since he lost to Dr. Lobster a couple weeks ago at Momom. So that's cool that he kept Faceroll a little bit closer. Vu is a Falco player, if I remember correctly, who went on a run in this tournament. Vu stock price? Yeah, let's invest in Vu. I'm not going to be able to... Oh, is he on the Florida? Is he a Florida player? Did Florida really show up? No. Where am I going to get information on Vu? Nonetheless, someone will eventually let me know in the chat. But Vu, we can, while I'm waiting to get a clarification on who Vu is. That's surprising. Like, most of these players... Oh, yeah, Vu's a Falco. I just don't know from where. Vu went on an absolute run. I'd invest in a rookie. Dude, I was so happy that I interviewed him, and he actually did well. I have to look at his results again from this tournament, but I still don't think he's going to make top 100, because he's a lot of iffy losses. Vu beating Hugs, which isn't that great of a win. Beating a rookie. Yeah, like him losing to Vu beat Hugs. That's actually like a surprisingly... I mean, getting a Hugs win and a rookie win's pretty good, but that's a surprisingly lukewarm run the 7th. Like, what did Swooper have to do to get there? Whoop-diddy swoop. I'm so mad. I also interviewed Swooper this weekend, but I didn't have time to include it. Beat Hi-Fi. Oh, that was a gross set. So they both had pretty, like, mellow runs. And Spark, after getting his practice in and studying the Samus matchup. Hey, Vampire, how you doing? Dr. Lobster is extremely good. He's number 1 in Long Island. Yeah, like, I had never heard of Doc Lobster before my mom. Oh, man. Magi having a rough weekend. Losing to Hi-Fi and Wevins. A lot of people... I think this is like really, I think, a precursor to I've always been searching another Samus. Yeah, Magi had taken some 2 weird losses. to it. Well, weird in like character Puff Samus. It really seems like this is. I think this is the precursor of what we're gonna see in 2020 Melee. Just like everyone's a threat. We're playing Ultimate right now, where people come out of the woodwork. Oh, Happygate, thank you for continuing the sub on Cyan. That's so dope. Magi is cursed at Dreamhack. She at least got out of pools, I think. Yeah, maybe. 2020 Melee is Puff and Samus. I'm actually working on. That's why Swooper's interview didn't make it in. But I asked him a question about what he thought about the future of Samus, and he gave me like a really detailed and great response. And I was like, this could be a video of its own. So I want to talk to Swooper. I guess I'll talk to Wevens. I doubt Hugs would respond to my DM, but I would love to make a video interviewing a couple of the Samuses and just be like, yo, what do you think's going on? Duck's out of here, but we got Swooper, we got Minty Flesh, we got who's the EU Samus that I'm thinking of? Hugs is lacking, yeah. It seems like the ones near the top level are falling off, but we got this wave of young and up-and-coming Samuses. Love to talk to them. But yeah, definitely. And Magi, again, every time I talk about Magi, Hugs not responding is you burning bridges. Oh yeah, Dreffen did really bad too. Minty doesn't play because Samus's hands, rip. I don't know if Swooper will be ranked higher than Hugs. I don't know if Swooper has the wins for it. Who am I forgetting? Interview with Bond. Bond, you happen to play Samus? I'll talk to you if you play Samus. I only talk to Samuses now. Swooper is the Moki wins. I was trying to remember if Swooper. It's not more. It's Morse that has the. You play Pikachu? No, I'm not talking yet. It's Morse that beat Moki, right? Yeah, Morse beat Moki. Pikachu is basically Samus. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a good week. I don't know what else Morse at. Rocky wins, Moki wins. That might be enough to a lot of spacies. Yeah. So as we see the top Samuses go down, we might see a rise. Super has a Bananas win, Kel's, Curve. Well, Bananas win is good, Kel's win is alright, and then Curve, Ralph. Yeah, Morse Code was the Samus that beat IBW Mashy Spike Plat 3. Yeah. God. That's good seeing Spark. How many Samuses did Spark beat this weekend? Because after losing to Morse at that, I believe it was 1 or 2 weeks ago at that smaller event, him beating Hugs, him beating Swooper, him beating Wevens, like that's dope to see. See, guys, this is why you have to be. I've been saying this for months now, and like, Spark isn't an unknown player, but when Spark loses a matchup, he goes to the lab and studies. Like, I saw those clips on his channel of him studying for Ginger, and then I said he was going to beat Ginger. He beat Ginger. He lost to Morse a couple weeks ago, then he comes in and beats Hug, Swooper, and Wevens. Like, Spark is trying so hard out here. Spark is so good. Like, I keep on saying, like, it's the Sheik, the era of Sheik is coming, whether you like it or not. Also, shoutouts to the Mewtwo King, the Faceroll Spark set being really interesting to watch, being a chain grab Sheik set. The Mewtwo King Faceroll set, probably mainly because Faceroll was giving Mewtwo King the hands, being a really interesting chain grabbing sheet set. I remember, like, when I was on the edge of, like, really, really getting into Melee, I forget what Genesis it was. Or, I think it was right before Genesis, and I was trying to explain to my roommate, I think I was talking to Gavin about it, about why Melee was so cool, and for some reason I chose the point of like Sheik Dittos and Mewtwo King and Sheik Dittos, just how clinical he is in like guarding edge guards. And obviously we didn't see a lot of that. Mewtwo King was not looking great in either Faceroll set, but I think Sheik Dittos are really, even chain grab Sheik Dittos are something of beauty because it's just so clinical. It's not even an execution test, but I think we saw that Cheek Dittos with chain grabbing can be super interesting this weekend. Also, as today, we're just jumping all over the place because a lot going on. Hey, Gene, how you doing? It looks like invest in Sheik, invest in Samus, maybe invest in Puff. Are we looking at Johnny Two Kims? Losing the Nun, not really surprised. That's always like a flippy one. Spark beating him, that's a great That's an incredible win for Spark. Not that I can talk all day about how sick I think Spark is. As a Bowser main, Sheik gives you panic attacks. As a Bowser main, playing melee should give you a panic attack, Koala. You're just asking for trouble there. But STJ sweeping Cobalt that's really dope to see. People are saying, let me see if I can. I don't want to. We didn't say anything. He didn't say anything like horrible in these DMs. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I'm not like doxing S2J. So I go and ask him this big long question, and I doubt he would respond. And then he this is his entire response to my two lengthy questions that I turned into this paragraph. And at least he responded and said it was good. I was just happy that S2J responded, but there you go. For those who are wondering, because someone said in the comments of the YouTube video, like, I doubt S2J said that. And I was like, yeah, he did. He said that in many fewer words. Momo doing bad really wasn't too much of a surprise. S2J underperforming. See, that's weird. My loyalty to Bowser is only rivaled by my sheer physique. It's really interesting that. Well, I guess that's a strong matchup. Falcon Samus, can be a tough match. Falcon Falco, Cobalt is the king of he beats Gatsu. Well, he doesn't beat Gatsu down. He just has so much experience in the matchup. And then the dude is kind of rough. And then it's in conventional knowledge that Falcon is favored versus Sheik. Maybe I'm incorrect on that. You should go to Xanadu. Xanadu's like a little bit too far for me. And also I'm focused the skill Bowser can beat any Sheik. No, I don't think that matchup's so hard. But Hi-Fi, who did Hi-Fi beat on this run tonight? Beat Calvar, beat Magi. Almost beat the Swooper. That's a sick run tonight. That's really good. Ryan Ford underperforming. I wonder if Ryan Ford's gonna make top 100 this year. I can't really think of his wins off the top of my head. And I believe a bunch of people ready for Genesis. Yeah, what has he got for wins? Okay, wait. Yeah, why are these? He's got his wins from last year up here. Yeah, I don't think, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of any great things that he's got. Like, Ryan Ford might not make it. Or if he does, he's going to be, like, way lower than, like, his actual skill level. Or where he can perform. Yeah, Vu getting top 8 is dope. Vu almost making his money back. None. Didn't None just have like a bad day 3? Oh yeah, well that's tough. That's tough. That's also tough. Well, when Faceroll's playing like a man possessed, that's tough. Rookie taking a game off him is pretty dope. Yeah, how did A-Rookie end up actually doing? Like, who did he beat this weekend? None, Vu. Yeah, Vu's kind of a loss. I don't think from kind of looking into A-Rookie, well, talking to A-Rookie about his records this year, like, I don't think Rookie makes top 100, even though as much as he wanted to push for it. But he did say he's, like, been busy with work this year, so it makes sense that he hasn't been playing kind of up the snuff that he normally does. But almost getting top 8 is cool, but he really didn't pick up any big wins, getting a Vu loss. It's like, yeah. It's still cool to see a rookie do so well. Also, Reeve underperforming. I don't know what Reeve has done this year, but I imagine he's not going to be top 100. Go to main stage? Like the main stage next year? I mean, I'm going to No John's. If someone's going to pay me to fly out to California, I'll go to any local. Yeah, his best win being Drunk Sloth Boyd Zamu. I don't think Reed's going to be Mr. 101. Again. Is Vu top 100? Well, Vu doesn't have a Wikipedia page, even though those aren't like super accurate on getting results off the top. But with just a rookie win, a Hugs win, that's not really like, I don't think that's a top 100 run in of itself. I don't think anyone could like really. I mean, you could get one tournament runs the top 100. Hugs feels real bad, man. Billy looks like he didn't really underperform. He just ran into 2 tough losses. Yeah, that's a tough 17th. Ryan Ford and Mewtwo King. 10 Midwest Mayhem and Combo Breaker, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough 17th because Billy's so good. I think this also kind of came from, I forget who said in the Melee Stats Discord that he was underseeded. And also, again, I don't want to speak on that because I feel bad because seeders do a whole lot of work. But I mean, this shows that like this is a go to my general statement that placings don't show off your performance. Getting 17th, losing to Mewtwo King Ryan Ford is a whole lot better than a lot of these players. Like his 17th losing the Mewtwo King Ryan Ford is better than him Hugs losing the Spark Vu. Yeah. That's another tough 17th, None Magi. Yeah, that's for Momo getting 17th. That's definitely like that's not a bad 17th losing the None Magi. Big Draft losing to Den. I do not recognize Den. It really seems like if this is the trend coming up, I'm not gonna be able to find a player just named Den. That's why I hate when the player who I hate looking up the most is Project from New England, because anytime I try to type in Project or like look for his clips, I'll type in like Project Melee or Project Fox Melee, and I only get Project M clips, and I'm like, I just want to find you. Lost to Mewtwo King means less than a loss to Hugs. Den beat Robert. Yeah, oh god, I forgot Robert was at this tournament. Did he finish 25th as well? Oh, Wally, feels bad, man. Where did Robert finish? Skittles. Let's go Skittles. Where did you go, Shard? Losing to Mewtwo King and a Samus. What an event. Yeah, where did Bobby drop out? Where is Bobby? Yeah, did Bobby DQ'd? Okay, I was about to say I cannot find Robert for the life of me. I thought I just saw him in the search when I typed in. Yeah, I usually don't call Bobby by his full name because I just like saying Robert better. I think the Bobby Big Balls tagged is like funny, but I'm just like I don't feel like saying that the entire time. I feel like a goofball when I say Bobby Big Balls. Cobalt kind of not throwing away. That was just a gross set. Like not gross and like they were pulling off sick stuff that just like not a fun set to watch. I don't know what else Cobalt has done this year. Actually, I can probably check the wheat sheet for that. Shout out to the wheat sheet, ! Wheat sheet if you want to save it for your own. If you follow Melee and you don't have the wheat sheet saved, you're doing something wrong. 3 wins over Gatsu. Yeah, like I said, the Falcon Man himself, 2 wins over Stang. Yeah, he probably makes top 100. Like I think he probably gets that. No problem. Cobalt got 9th at CEO. That doesn't tell me anything about how he did at CEO. He got 9th here, and nothing really of super note that he did here, besides beating Draft, which is like, take it or leave it. But I think that pretty much does, like, the first half of this day. Vu, yeah, he got the same as CEO, Vu, so he did just as good as Vu. So this is half one of our discussion. Hugs feels bad, man, about Hugs. Okay, so that's step 1. Where did I have so I have this was not updated. This hasn't been updated since there. And I had Mewtwo King, I believe. I want to say I had Mewtwo King at I want to say I had Mewtwo King right above IBDW when I made that video. Someone who watched that video can clarify for me. Why did I just properly do this. And again, this rolling ranking is just, this is all big asterisk. So where do I have Faceroll? So yeah, so let's we're gonna focus on Faceroll. Right above IBDW, cool, yeah, so that seems about right. I think I'll keep him as an awkward color. So this is still like my post Big House. So this hasn't been updated in quite a while. So what I want to look at, first, the easier question, where do we see Faceroll right now? And I'm just going to go down my list to see how he compares. How's Hugs, don't you mean Hugo? I'm going to go down, starting with Ginger, Swedish, Lucky, None, seeing how their years compared. Yeah, Mewtwoking's really, really hard. Mewtwoking's so difficult to rank. And he's going to be, I think he definitely, with 4 events, it makes a lot of sense to rank him now. He's not going to be happy about his ranking. Did you guys see the tweet where Mewtwoking said he thinks he's a top 5 player right now? Which, that's a take. That is for sure a take from Mewtwoking, that he thinks he's a top 5 player right now. But that's here nor there. I don't think Mewtwoking is spending a lot of the time looking at spreadsheets and comparing himself to other people. But speaking of that, so let's compare Faceroll's year to the person I have a competitor. Actually, give me 1 second. Oop. Can you turn it down a tiny bit? Thank you. Oop. Gamers. Oh, again, I'm being... Every time it, like, takes that time to slowly fade back into me, it looks like that one Black Mirror episode where people get, like, muted in real life. Gamers. Yeah, it reminds me of gamers. All right, so let's compare Faceroll's year. The Script 3. The Script 3 is not going to happen, gamers. So big wins at the top of the table. Faceroll has an axe win. Ginger has had a chance to take wins over all these players, but has not. Faceroll's almost even with S2J for the year. So at this top level, Faceroll has the obvious advantage having one of these hallmark wins. Then we move into this like around the tier that they're going to be head-to-heads in that range. Even 2-2 with each other. Faceroll's even with Fiction. Up on Moki's pretty good. Ginger's got some actually pretty good records up in here. Wow, that's still really, really loud. Sorry, it just like breaks my concentration when I hear the TV and I'm trying to get my thoughts together, especially when we're doing ranking stuff like this. So in this sort of range, so like up to their head-to-heads, who is a better spread? So Ginger has S2J wins, two IBW wins is really, really good. Dude, they're not going to invite me. Slime's not going to invite me to Summit. I'd love that to happen. So so I think 2 wins, being up 2-0 on IBDW, much better than being even with Fiction. So I think Ginger probably slightly wins, like at very rough comparison, he slightly wins in comparison points at this level. And then as we continue down, more looking for bad. Falco Bias is showing. I'm not that. We're just going through and seeing how everything looks. I still said Faceroll has that axe win, which is really, really good. So I'd say it's like slightly in S2J's favor. Crowdfund a VIP ticket. Nah, man. I'd love to do some sort of, if I could do like a pregame or postgame show like live at the Summit House. The Nia pod emote's still processing, Nia. Be coming. So in this mid-range, I'd say like slightly better for Ginger, having those 2 IBDW wins. Faceroll having these wins littered in here and having those sets is pretty good, but he does have that inherent advantage of being in one of the strongest regions in the world. And then we kind of spread out, looking more for losses at this point because we're pretty much expecting these players to beat them. Being up 2-1 on Mewtwoking is also something to remember that is probably existing around somewhere. I don't know why I moved this hand. Is existing somewhere around here. So actually, that might bring up his records of being a little bit better. And those 2 3-0 sweeps, really dominant. Faceroll's got a 2 Saint loss, generally up on Squid. Does Ginger have any losses outside the top 100? Outside the top 50? Lost to Spark, not really too bad of a loss. Lost to Bimbo in the Ditto. Lost to Santi. Yeah, it looks like, how's he against West Balls? like Westball. So it looks like Ginger may struggle potentially in the Ditto. It looks like they both have some losses littered within here, with Faceroll generally having, I don't know. There's a lot more green than red. There's a lot more red for Ginger than there's green for Faceroll. But I don't think, when we're doing these very fast and loose kind of comparison rankings, I don't think it's any sort of larger comparison. Who do I expect to go further in the tournament? Hey, Green? Not much. We started out the show. Mainly the two rankings I want to focus on for today is just like Faceroll and where he falls within the top 15. And then Mutaking, the great Mutaking discussion that will never end. Faceroll's 19 to 23. Oh, no. Way off. Oh, hey, Drake. That Faceroll is so much higher than 19 to 23, even before this weekend. Okay, maybe not. It just, well, definitely after this weekend. I think Faceroll, I take it back. Sometimes you have that gut feeling. Does STJ or none drop from this weekend? Probably not. I think the S2J pretty much gets cemented because S2J is coming off like this is still like post Big House, because like rolling rankings are really hard to do. I think this just pretty much cements S2J at 11th. These last couple of weekends, like winning Genesis Black and all that, I think he's just very clearly 11th now, right behind IBDW. And none. Who did none lose to this weekend? I think none pretty much. Because none already is carrying the weight of his bad first half of the year with him. Losing the Mutaking Faceroll, yeah, like I think really nothing much changes. It's just a couple more bad wins to the pile for him. Triff is way underranked. Well, yeah. Again, this was with Triff's lack of activity, and maybe I'll push him a little higher, but I don't know, man. Triff is, since this Big House ranking that I did, because this is still again from Big House. Triff is very iffyly performed. He lost. Did he lose that tournament? The Prof. He probably lost like 4 sets at least then till to Sechi, because Sechi destroys him. Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, he's still like punished slightly more for activity. Oh, that was cough syrup. I've got cough syrup, water, and iced coffee here. Why is face? Well, we're working on moving it up right now. One Arkham Halo for Fiction and Prof. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Trip, again, like, guys, rolling rankings are really hard, and the reason I'm not doing any big adjustments and I'm just kind of seeing how Faceroll compares to this group right now is because we're weeks away from it being ballot season, and for me having to start this from scratch. So there's no reason to redo my top 20. And rolling rankings kind of suck. So this is just more to get a feel for where Faceroll is. Mixing, yeah, the new age lean is coffee and cough syrup. I just don't have the little thing to pour it in. And this is more convenient. Yeah. Hit it with the save pogs. If you want to use that save pog emote, remember, you can subscribe to Saves Untitled using that Twitch Prime sub that helps support the channel and helps keep Melee content coming like this. So keep that in mind. Let's see, what was I in the middle of? So we say that Faceroll's probably had a better year than Ginger. Yeah, I think they're close-ish, but Faceroll's probably had a better year than Ginger. Who would be next to compare him to? Faceroll versus Swedish. I think Swedish probably Swedish Delight, and then we have Captain Faceroll. I'm going to think it's probably pretty clearly in Faceroll's favor. I don't know why I have Swedish so high. Oh, because the Plup win. Is that a Plup Samus win? That's the Samus win. Both have Axe wins. I think I had Swedish this high just because of consistency's sake. Yeah, but without doing too much thinking, yeah, this looks like very easily in favor. And I think I might, let's do this, because I feel like, and again, like this ranking is going to be redone in like two or 3 weeks when the ballot's closed. Just feel like gut instinct, because it seems like Swedish Pew Pew, and I'd probably do something like, would I put Triff up there? What's Triff's big wins? After I said like rolling rankings are tough and all this jazz, because again, like these are very fast and loose kind of things. What are the Swedish and Pew Pew's big wins? When STJ win, IBDW win. Yeah, I'd probably say, like, again, like, very fast and loose kind of thing. Just, like, general perception stuff. And these guys being more active and trying not to punish EU too much. Again, these guys are all in a very similar tier right now. I see a bunch of chat messages moving in, especially probably with me clicking all these things into place. Cool, let's delete that. Oh, why can't I just autofill it? I hate you with the right click. Yeah, because I don't, for some reason I like not using the shortcuts. Yeah, I don't really consider too much of a win over Plup Samus being that really mattering too much. Yeah. So let's look at Lucky versus Faceroll real quick. Curve is the most underrated. Curve doesn't have, what are Curve's wins? People always talking about Curve. People always SFAT, poor SFAT being 13th is that's not poor bad at all. But let's circle back around talking about Lucky versus Lucky's year versus Captain Faceroll's year. Curve is like rated. I think that's about fair for Curve. Yeah. There's a very real possibility that Curve makes the top 100 this year, just because he plays Game & Watch. Just enter what has happened. So we've just essentially been tweaking this portion of the list, going up the listing. Kind of over the last couple of months, based on that. Yeah, let's talk about Faceroll versus Lucky. This is the order of everything else. Curve is Luigi. I'm having a stroke. I was thinking of I was thinking of Curb, not Curve. Oh yeah. I get the two confused. I'm talking about Curve, not Curve. Yeah, Curve, not Curve. I'm dumb. Okay, Faceroll Lucky. Yeah, I get the two because the sound of their names are like very similar, so I get the two confused all the time. Okay. SFAT is top 20, but definitely not top 10. SFAT's really good. Bull. Yeah, their names are okay. Cool. And they both play garbage characters. Let's talk about Faceroll versus Lucky. So at the top of the level, Faceroll has the Axe win. And this top of the level, we wouldn't be considering the Mewtwo King win. The Mewtwo King win's probably plugged in around here. So Lucky has... Okay, I was finna about to say, I forgot for a second. I was like, when Lucky had this H-Box win? Oh, dude, Lucky's gonna cheese like an extra spot from this on the rankings. Just because it's gonna slip someone's mind. But Lucky having a Wizrobe win and a Mango win, kind of sick. Oh, yeah, dude, I think, I don't like that's real good for Lucky. Mango win and Wizrobe win is really, really sick. Like on just that, I think Lucky wins that. How's he look at this mid range? Lucky's up 2 on SFAT, which is really good, even with Fiction, like Faceroll is. Even with Ginger, a lot of similar going down the line. A lot of similar records. About the same record with S2J. Down a lot stronger in IBDW. Yeah, it's looking like the way down is pretty similar for these two guys. Yeah. Even though Faceroll does have those Mewtwo King wins, I think he's probably like a little bit behind Lucky. This feels kind of nice. This order we got here. This dare order. I would have to give None a second look again. Where's None at right now? What's None's wins looking like? Because could we have Lucky above None? I feel like every year Lucky just finds some way to sneak like so much higher than you would expect. Wizrobe win, Mango win. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. This is probably good. How's the lock going, Save? Pretty good. I think we are past we just beat the 4th gym. Yeah, no. Lucky over None's definitely possible. That's why these colors for tiers. Yeah, I'm actually probably would say that in a very, very fast and loose, again, like, I feel like I should always have a disclaimer on screen right now. Like, these are the less inactive, but I think these tiers are pretty safe. Okay, so we've... Sub goal to choose my PC screensaver? Do whatever you want, man. Also, shoutouts to... I can't show this off because I'd have to rearrange my whole screen, but I still have the activate Windows thing. I've had it on my screen, I think, for probably a year now. What are these tier colors? Do you mean like the choice of color? The choice of color is mainly because I'm colorblind. Also, guys, does the stream look any better today? I think I like doubled the bitrate and then went from streaming in 1280 by 720 to 1920 by 1080. So has anyone noticed a up in quality of stream? Does it still have first playthrough and blind playthrough? Whatever, man. Maybe I could take this off. I'm still getting used to this whole Twitch thing. I think so, but it might be a placebo. No one has said anything. I'm gonna cut off the blind playthrough and first playthrough thing real quick. You look great. No, I know, Koala, but how does the stream look? Just kidding. Wheat spread. It's wheat sheet, CMD. Okay, so I think we probably, and again, like I feel like it's important, even though I want to repeat it. I really want to play Melee. Then play some Melee. I want to reiterate the fact that a lot of this is a rolling ranking, and very soon we'll be doing updated rankings to all of this because ballot season's coming up. And remember, for ballot season, I'll be streaming pretty much all of my ballot organizing stuff. Usually what happens is I go through the first couple of streams is just organizing everyone on the ballot, and then we sorting them into tiers, and then we go from there. Yeah, just screenshot the link just in case if you need to. Yeah, or just save it. Like, having these bookmarked is super important. Like, I don't know if I can show it off. Well, I can probably drag this down. So, ignore my link to the Price is Right Survivor episode that I found on YouTube. I wish I could share this like giant link, this giant folder. I should put this somewhere, like a paste bin or something, of like all the useful resources I have. I should get these ultimate stuff out of here, but there's like a lot of really good resources that you should have on hand for Melee stuff. Like, these are the stuff I use for thumbnails, all the high-res images. I have all the way back to the 2017 wheat sheet is really important to have. The SaveAsUntitled Patreon, important to have. All the rankings, like Melee Stats website, Melee Stats Twitter, where they keep the updates. Like, it's really important to have like all of these things at your disposal. But, little side note. So now, what everyone loves talking about, and Amber Lyrica? Yeah, Amber Lyrica, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The thing that everyone loves talking about. Who wants to rank Mewtwo King? God. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, Legacy doesn't count here. So, see, I hate Legacy rankings, including Legacy and rankings. I don't want to rank Mewtwo King, save W. But, well, I think Mewtwo King neither gained or lost. Yeah, so my gut says IBDW over Mewtwo King. So where did I have him previously? So let's again reiterate. Let me see if I can pull up my graphics from when I did that Mewtwo King video. Should have some nice... See, I'm nice organized. Guys, look at this sick folder that's super important for making videos. Just a full number. CMD DCM05, thank you for the follow. Very important to have that for making Melee videos. Where do we rank Mewtwo King? All right. Oh, why is it throwing it over here? Cool. Oh, this is one of the colored ones. It doesn't need to be... Cool. So this is an update from Mewtwo Kings this weekend. So what he added to this list... Let's go over the Dreamhack. Mewtwo King added this weekend... The ultimate gatekeeper. Mewtwo King added a Billy Bo Peep win, a Luigi Gauchard win, a Nun win, Hi-Fi win, Faceroll win. So what he really added, Nun, Faceroll, and I guess maybe Billy. Nun, Faceroll probably the only ones we really need to manage here. I can't think off the top of my head if IBW's added anything to this. Amza is sick. Why are you saying that? That's Amza. Guys, SFAT is really good. SFAT doesn't get the respect he deserves. Oh, is it? It's like a palindrome with 05 at the end of it. I'm glad that I read it correctly. I'm notoriously bad for that. So, Mutaking still has those 2 HBox wins, which are immensely valuable. 2 HBox wins, none win. Let me remind myself again what else he added. None win, and a Faceroll win. No, this fight's really good. And then he added 2 Faceroll losses to his loss, which is another fiction level loss. SFAT's not top 10, but SFAT's really good. SFAT's an incredible player that doesn't get enough respect, but he's not top 10 right now because there's so many good players in top 10. Which would be comparing to, oh god, IBW does have a lot of really damn good wins, but he does have a lot of bad losses. He didn't pick up any more. He didn't pick up any more losses at Mamam. And he picked up some more wins there. None I don't think that would be included on here. See, I think Mutaking does better at a tournament than IBDW does. SFAT is funny. Like, does he do like stand up or something? Number 0 A-Track? Guys, no. We already have our number 0. I said we already have our number 0. Is it gonna work? It's the swooper. I can't find. Remember when IBW had no bad losses? No, I don't. Losing the Spud's bad. Losing the Hugs. God, that Hugs loss is going to kill Cody. Well, actually, Cody's still like top 10. But stuff like that is what holds him back. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't think Mutaking changes. I really don't think Mutaking changes from being 9th. Because Plup has that like gatekeeper status with how good his losses are still from this. Like, Plup is a gatekeeper, is essentially, Plup's like a top 10 gatekeeper now with what has happened to him. Doesn't really have those huge wins. Well, by huge wins, he doesn't have an H-Box win, which when you want to be carrying up in this area, you need that H-Box win. That pushes you up in the area. Amsa, I think what carries him for me a lot is this 3-up on Mango. And also him being really, really consistent besides losing the tough matchups. But I honestly don't think Mutaking changes much. I think most people's perception of Mutaking, where Mutaking had, wherever you had Mutaking after EGLX, I think you pretty much have him in the exact same spot after losing the Faceroll and beating all these players. I don't think with like a good conscience, not with a good conscience, I don't think I could see myself moving Mutaking because, again, he's really in a weird place. He's in a very weird place because we know Mutaking's incredible, especially seeing as that he beat HBox twice this year, which is nuts. And he was hits away. He was hits away from winning a tournament and beating HBox, which would have been absolutely nuts. It bugs me that the Yoshi's green because there's no on the render that I have. There's no red Yoshis. There's no fancy red Yoshis. And then also I can't dye it really well because I'm red-green colorblind. So it's just a horrible situation for everyone everywhere when it involves the not red Yoshi render. Yeah, but I think Mutaking probably stays more of a boom for Faceroll than a bust for Mutaking. I think I completely agree with that, Ben. Like this is Faceroll showing, and maybe it changes my perception of how well Mutaking would do at a tournament a tiny bit. The fact that he's not as solid against Sheiks. Make Yoshi red. Because I would have to go to Pika for like the good historical stat on like Mutaking's records against Sheiks or getting like 0-3'd or 3-0'd. But that dominant of a win in Grand Finals in back-to-back sets after he beat Faceroll earlier the same day is nuts. Yeah, Mutaking will probably be credited as Sheik, Marth, and Fox. I probably should Mutaking drop Sheik. I'm really surprised he tried Fox, and again, we talked about this at the top of the show. I'm really surprised he tried Fox and not Marth against Faceroll. But again, Mewtwoking's never been the best for character decisions. Yeah, Dream. Yeah, but I think, again, the whole making a lengthy discussion about where Mewtwoking should be ranked, I kind of already did that in that entire video. And my greater thoughts are on that, but I don't think this tournament has really changed anything. Besides, again, like I said, making me concerned for his future, especially in the Sheik Ditto. Nia, thank you for the pits. I appreciate that. But yeah, Mewtwoking probably stays at 9th for me. Faceroll, again, like I'm saying, I think the thing more you should be keeping in mind is these tiers of players, less their actual position and order right now. Like, these two aren't going to change for me. But especially this year, because there's a lot of weird either head-to-heads or players' peaks consistency or lack of attendance that we have to contend with for rankings. But I think the things you really should be keeping your eyes on are these colors. This is where these chunks of people are going on. Yeah. He barely practices non-Sheik characters against Sheik. Yeah. I don't like hate his decision to play Sheik in the Ditto. Ghost Jammy, thank you for the follow. It was just like he was getting very outclassed by Faceroll. It was kind of gross. Faceroll was just looking so hot after going down. Like, after I would have thought he was going to lose that set to Spark. And I wasn't even sure who to root for in this Spark Faceroll set because I love both those dudes. I love cheering for both those dudes, so I didn't know who to cheer for. But again, like, Spark's going to come back and be monumentally better at the Sheik Ditto. Like, that's what he does. Anytime you beat Spark, he gets like 5 times stronger. Spark's a scary dude. Yeah. Why didn't he go Marth? Dude, like I quickly learned in my Melee watching career that we try not to think about why Mewtwoking. I was going to say why Mewtwoking makes the choices that he does, and I think that's another fair point, but especially why Mewtwoking makes the character choices that he does. Yeah, we just don't ask those questions anymore. Yeah, dude, Drugfox as a commentator is sick. Drugfox is a coach. He's Spark's big coach. All right, so that pretty much, if we've got those two rankings out of the way, that brings us to the portion of the show where we look at what's going on. I feel like this has not been advertised at all. I only found out that this was a thing that's going on because of the Smash calendar. So is there a tournament with this? So it looks like it's just like they're doing 2 Ironmans, it looks like. It's taking place in Arizona. Like, why is this? I've heard nothing about this tournament. Like, no one has been talking about this thing. It seems like a really cool event. Especially with all these stages on and, like, it being a Melee random characters. But I've heard no one talking about this. Mewtwoking might be better off just... Mewtwoking should just crowdsource all of his character picks. That would be great. There's only 46 people signed up for this? That's wild. Also, why is Nick... Oh, wow, Koala with a mic. Thank you for the 500 bits, my dude. Really appreciate it. And the save W. That's awesome. That's a big PogChamp. For those who can, hit those save W's in the chat, baby. Can't save W. Feels bad, Daniel. I definitely have to invest in gifting subs so I can give them out to y'all guys. I mean, if that's... I got you, bro. The homie, the Quam. Yeah, so this looks like all we have coming up for this weekend. You can save W, even if you just type save W. I still feel it, guys. I still appreciate it. You being here is the save W. The save W was the friends we made along the way. There, that's I'm fine with that. Give me a second. Slarvax, you are not late. On my rankings, I moved Faceroll a little bit up. He's still, again, in this tier, picking up some dope wins, and Mewtwoking really didn't change either. Koala, thank you for even more bits. You guys are too kind. Really, really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, but Slarvax, really not any big changes, and it doesn't look like we've got anything big coming up. This would be the 23rd. Is this just in the middle of the week? Okay, no, this is on Saturday. So yeah, it looks like because this is the last weekend of Melee tournaments is going to be Mango's birthday bash. So we're pretty much done, guys. Like, it's about to be ballot season. We're about to start getting ranking. Okay, why does this not bring me to the Smash GG? Is there not a Smash GG page for this tournament yet? That's a little concerning. Do we have a list of who is registered for the Mango? Because this is the last weekend we got. Damn, it makes me sad that we can't take a look. If there's going to be a decent amount of top players here, I'm totally down. Once we get a better idea of how many top players are going to be here, I'm totally down for ending off the year with one final pregame and postgame show for the Mango. Because after this, hopefully we're done Pokemon season by then. There's like a lot of them. Let's actually see if I can. So sometimes you could just search this and get those I registered for X, Y, and Z. Yeah, this is okay. Now where's the default message? Koala, geez, chill with the bits. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You don't need to give me all these bits. Yeah, it's happening. It's weird that it's happening in Canada. Plup's going. Yeah, so I think take my charity. I'll gladly take your charity. I appreciate it a ton. Don't feel like you have to though. That's awesome. Yeah, so I don't know what we're really. We maybe might take a break from the ranking show for next week, or maybe we could just do like an exclusive. I don't know what we'll be doing for the ranking show next week because we really will have nothing to cover. I will definitely have like smaller events to talk about, but it might just be like a discussion about Melee kind of thing. But I do think for Mango's birthday bash, which would be how many weeks out? So next week's ranking show, another we've got kind of like 2 dead weeks of the ranking show. Replace the ranking show with the Pokemon show. Well, that's what Tuesday nights is. And we're also going to run into Pokemon real quick. I'll run into Pokemon after this. All right, who's at Play With Art? Let's go that. Dude, if people start considering that the random stuff the Mango acts one day for the ranking, maybe the ranking system would need to be fixed if people consider that. Also, this is new. I think that Smash DG added a feature that doesn't suck. Well, I guess it's here nor there of this little asterisk next to people. Let me see if there's any notable attendees for this tournament. Fox the Bro. Yeah, no. I imagine if there might be some of the Canada crew that sign up a little late. Oh, there's only 31 people signed up for this. So either this is just like poorly advertised or people are going to sign up last minute. How late does registration go? This is not the way for me to look. Wish I could go to the Mango. Yeah, the Mango tournament seems dope. But yeah, so plan for the up and coming weeks for you guys is, well, I guess just if you're ever looking for updates on what's going on streaming wise or video wise, looks like I'll have a couple of weeks to kind of focus on. Yeah, I think I'll maybe because we're that's really dope. We hit 20 episodes of the ranking show. I feel like I just started it yesterday. Koala, Jesus, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. You guys are you're too much. You're too much, my dude. Yeah, so the plan for the coming weeks is probably not a ranking show for the next 2 weeks unless there is some big, smaller events. No matter if there's a ranking show or not, I always will be streaming Monday night, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern, talking about whatever, whenever, even if there's smaller events. He is a god. Koala is a god. Yeah, so but I have that Samus video potentially coming up. Yeah. But I think that's probably about it for this week. If you guys, unless you have any questions about Dreamhack or rankings or Melee in general before we end off the episode, Spark beating S2J crazy. It's definitely really, really, really good for Spark. I don't know what his track record is against Falcon. He said that was one of the matchups he's been working on with Sammy in my interview with him. God, I forgot Spark beat Mango and Amza And they'll estimate, dude, Spark's so good. Spark's probably like right up in here. Spark's so good. Spark's and Moki. Yeah, dude, Spark's gonna be ranked so high this year. Koalism. God. Yeah, the Spark win. I think the Spark win over S2J just kind of got overshadowed by everything else. I have heard of the Swooper. I love me some Swooper. Closing in on about 6 months of content creation full time. Well, is it really 6 months? Wow. How's it been? It's been a hell of a ride. I'm really thankful for the people at ProGuides for giving me more of a stable income, because if I was just depending on ad revenue and Patreon from YouTube videos and Twitch stuff, that would be a little scary, because it depends. Because having that kind of as a back burner thing gives me more freedom to do what I want and not worry too much about views on these main channels, even though I still, like, it is an important part of my income source. I for those who don't know, Orange, I ghostwrite Smash Ultimate videos for ProGuides. And that's like a stable income in the background, despite the fact that I have to follow Smash Ultimate, but it's here nor there. But it's been fun. It's a really hard grind. I like it. The thing I like about this job, yeah, thank you, about the comment on my voice, mainframe gamer. I potentially talked to them for like easier turnaround time for commentary, but It's they have people in fancy booths and other stuff doing that, so I don't worry about it. But coming in on 6 months of making content full time, it's really fun, definitely stressful. But if I can find a way to keep doing this in a reasonable way that I can continue making money, or I just really need like a one big break ultimate video or big break melee video, and I'm like back to smooth sailing. Because I kind of like stagnated sub-wise and video and view-wise. Really, it's been down lately. But it's a lot of fun if I can find some way to keep it going and keep you guys entertained doing stuff like this. Love that. Fluffy Hippo. I mainly decided to just keep him in a similar place that I had him before. I don't really think this weekend's results tell us anything more about Mewtwo Gang this year. Koala with the mic, thank you for the extension on your tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. You're being way too generous today. God. I appreciate it so much. Favorite Melee tournament of the year? Probably the Big House. Probably the Big House, because just like I had so much fun watching it and like doing the streams around it that I have very like tied close to it. Oh yeah, I'll save W's in the chat. Smash 5. There's a lot of really good tournaments this year. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, like Genesis was sick to watch. Like that HBox Pika set. Summit, obviously, with Axe winning. Like I started tearing up. Anyone who's a Melee fan like had to start tearing up when Axe did that interview. So incredible. What an incredible. There's so many things that happened this year. Here's the copy pasta. Save W. Qual with the mic. I'm mixing some of those qualities. Just that guy Ben. Thank you for the 2 months for Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. And Choff, thank you for the 2 months. You guys just keeping the sub train going. Holy. I was really scared that the subs would go away after the preview streams because no one else was here. Oh my god, you guys are so sick. Let me keep on responding to questions. Thank you. Sorry, Jimmy, I didn't respond to your message earlier. I'm trying to keep up with everything. I appreciate that you're proud of me and that you're tuning into my stream, even though you're not the biggest Melee fan. Do I like Neopod? I love Neopod. I wish the Neopod emote was live yet. I saw another question that I want to respond to. But yeah, favorite Melee tournament of the year. There's too many to choose from. Where else? Oh yeah, Wizrobe winning Smash and Flash is sick. Dude, there's so many great. It's been a great year for Melee. It's been an incredible year for Melee. How's post-grad missing college? No, not really. I mean, college is cool. Having everyone near main stage was a dope tournament. So many sick tournaments. Like I can't think of any Melee tournament this year that I've been like disappointed watching. Every Melee tournament that I've watched has been better than, I don't know, Evo Ultimate Finals was kind of dope. But pretty much every Melee tournament I've watched has been better than an Ultimate one. Even like my mom last weekend was dope. Yeah, Melee's just sick, guys. Melee's never gonna stop being sick. Melee's never gonna die. But Postgrad Life has been earlier the rise of Sheiks today. Who would suffer the most if a Sheik would break into the top 10? I don't know who struggles with. I think any weird matchup, even though Sheik Puff is a pretty good matchup for Puff. HBox kind of struggles with any weird matchups. Yesterday was playing a little off. Oh, Amza, that's the easiest that makes a whole lot of sense. If we start seeing more Sheiks in top 8s, that's going to be really, really bad for Amza. Because that's such a hard matchup for Yoshi. I think that's probably the best answer there. If we start seeing Faceroll, if Swedish starts showing up the more events, if Spark's going to keep on running, or Axer's, yeah, that's true. That is really interesting. Like, oh god, Quem, thank you for the even more these 69 bits. Jesus Christ. Wobbling. What a wobbling band play? They would only exclusively play songs. Is it at 200 BPM? They would exclusively play songs at 200 BPM. God, the bits animation is so incredible. Oh, it looks so weird on the. I don't know why it doesn't show up on the little chat emote thing. Oh man, RIP Dizkid. Rushing and dragging. Yeah, I think the wobbling appears to come in like ebbs and flows. But I don't know, maybe wobbling's gonna be gone for good. It just, there's no unified Melee government or decision making thing, so like wobbling's gonna exist in some forms. Radical wobbling. Radical sect. I can never say sect correctly. Of wobbling will always exist. Bananas will be there, waiting. Yeah. There's so many dope ices. You guys don't miss Nintendo? What ices players do you not miss? Yeah, but I think, especially in regions where ices are their best players and stuff like that, I don't think wobbling's ever going to be banned everywhere. Yeah. But I think that's probably it for the ranking show. We still got Icy's players are high IQ. We still got MDVA. Oh yeah, that is MDVA is the heartland of Mr. Dat himself, but he doesn't really go to the locals, so I guess that really doesn't affect him. That sounds like I met Nintendo to combo breaker. Oh, you had it super nice after. That sounded like the beginning of a copy pasta. He kept on saying that Marth is so much better than Icy's. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions about Melee, oh yeah, I'll keep on answering questions about Melee before we end off the show, because it might be the last ranking show we'll have for a bit. Even though we're continuing on the Pokemon Nuzlocke after the show, but I still want to like keep it going, a little bit of discussion, stuff like that. Also, I should change this off to something, because Weed always rags on me for saying that I'm for streaming his spreadsheet. So I'll at least make it be streaming Smash GG. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think the ledge grab limit is really going to continue on or get any more traction. Stuff like that, because it really didn't make any what's the word I am looking for? It didn't really make any reasonable change. It really didn't make any reasonable change, and it really wasn't effective. I don't think we've seen it affect any matches or do anything of importance. Only buffed H-Box against Amsa. Yeah, like, the people are like, this is going to stop It was essentially like, hey, let's try to stop H-Box. And then it didn't work against H-Box, so no one's kept caring about it. It maybe actually seem more. I think it would hurt Mewtwo probably the most. But Mutaking and Amsa, yeah, but airtime limit. Yeah, we need something else if people really want to ban Puff, even though I think it's, or do something to gimp Puff. It's not going to work. Yeah. And all those people, yeah, just ban HBox. That's the only way it's going to happen. Yeah. How's going to Mango's birthday bash? What do you mean, how's going to? Oh, who's going to is probably what you meant. It's not. There's no Smash GG page, so we don't know yet. Yeah. So we'll have to see. Yeah, dude. It's another year for HBox. I saw Nintendo at a grocery store in New York yesterday, and their federants. God, I'm such a sucker for copy pastas. I love copy pastas. One of my fondest memories of watching Melee on Twitch was a bunch, like 4 people were posting the copy pasta, and it was like posted it, got message deleted and timed out, posted it, got message deleted, timed out, and then I posted it and I didn't get timed out, and like 3 people added me. They're like, how come he gets this privilege and not getting timed out for posting pasta? It was like I finally made it. That was one of those, yeah, I've made it in this community kind of thing. I also love going into Twitch streams and just hitting and just going like save W and people doing it. Oh no, not the Neopod. No, not the Neopod. Top content. Only content creator. It's not even top. It's just, I get the privilege. Oh goodness, guys. Oh goodness. What was I gonna say? So, do you guys have any more Melee related questions, or are we gonna get into Pokemon for the night and end the ranking show officially? As much as I love the Neopod copy pasta, Christ. Am I gonna have to ban all of you guys? Okay, I think that's probably it for the Melee portion of tonight's stream. It is not even the bad one. When will Smash 64 overtake Melee in viewership? Not. Oh yeah, I'm not sorry. Smash 64 is never gonna beat out Melee. Melee's forever, dude. What's the best way to seed brackets with large gaps between tournaments? I did bring this upon myself. I don't know. Any sort of seeding questions, I would cede to my good friend. Give me that wheat. Who, again, guys, who makes that sheet that I'm always streaming on, and you should 100% be following him. Let me put a link to his Twitter in here. If you don't follow Wheat, he doesn't tweet every once in a while, but he usually tweets funny stuff, and is more knowledgeable game. Also, he hosts Melee Stats podcast. He hosts the spiritual successor to the Melee Stats podcast, where he talks to players. I'm pretty sure he's going to be talking with, he did an episode with Magi. I usually try to retweet these when I can. But he is probably going to be hosting an episode this week with Griffin, aka Captain Faceroll. I know him as Griffin. So you should go over and follow Wheat, support Wheat. Don't send your Patreon money to them. Keep your Patreon money to me. All right. You goddamn memers. I think I'm going to end off the Melee portion of this show because of all these pastas. Thank you again so much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. Even if we're not going to be doing a ranking show per se, I will still be streaming every Monday night, 7 p.m. and also every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. for like playing random games. It'll be Pokemon for the next couple of weeks. Delta, if you're here for the ranking show, you tune in at the worst time, but if you're here for the Pokemon show, you tune in the right time. Yeah, but I thank you guys so much, especially Quame. Koala, thank you for all the subs and support. Oh yeah, thank you everyone who subbed today, and thank you, Quame, especially for all the bits. You make it so I can keep on doing this thing. You guys are so incredible. And yeah, I'll be here making Melee content. Follow over on Twitch and YouTube for some dope stuff. That's about it. Say goodbye to YouTube if you guys want, but I've been SaveAsUntitled. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that will end it for the 20th episode of the ranking show. See you guys next time.